Hi everyone, welcome to the video. It's 7 o'clock in the morning after the event shoot, the first event shoot that I've done in 4 years. So I just thought I'd do a nice quick and dirty video on what I used for the event shoot and how it went. Now excuse the sound, I'm using a on-camera Rode mic instead of my normal lapel microphone, but I just thought I'd do this quick video before I have to take a lot of this camera equipment back to the budget cam hire service, not a sponsor. So first of all, it's the first event shoot I've done in 4 years, so I was quite nervous. I have photographed this social club before, but there were a lot of people there and I just wasn't sure exactly how to go about it. So to start with, I was very nervous and I think I shot about 400 or 500 photos or more, so I kind of overkilled with photos. And on top of that, I also delivered video, both with the camera I'm filming on now, the Panasonic FZ300, and also with the Canon R6 Mark II. So we'll start off with my bag that I used, and that is a Case Logic photography bag, and it just I don't know if you can see that, but it's just got the usual pockets and stuff. Because I had a lot of extra stuff, I also just used this basic carry-on hand luggage bag, and that did the job just fine. And it was easy to cart everything around because it's a pull behind you bag. Okay, so let's go. I hired a Canon R6 and a Canon 24-70 image stabilized f2.8 RF lens. This was the Canon R6 Mark II, and I got this because of the dual card slots and the excellent low light performance and dynamic range, and it just performed really well. And the lens was also sharp. I shot a lot of stuff at f2.8 all the way to f9 at one stage for large shots of the theatre with everybody in the seats of the theatre. So I got that nice depth of field and also that shallow depth of field when I needed it, and 24 is quite wide, and 70 I used a lot to zoom in or zoom out for close-in portraits. What else did I take? It's an adapter so I can use my Sigma 70-200 EF lens, image stabilized f2.8, so I could adapt that to the Canon R6 Mark II body. I also took my 50mm Nifty 50 f1.8, and I actually used that a lot more than I thought I would. I used the 70-200 when I was standing back and just taking sort of like close-up shots of people while they were interacting with each other, which was really good. And once I was comfortable enough to get in a bit closer, I started doing some close-up portraits with the f1.8. I didn't adapt that to the R6 Mark II, I just had it going on my backup camera, the Canon 70D crop. So it actually kind of gave a 83mm focal range. Okay, so that brings me to my backup camera, which is the Canon 70D and the crop sensor 17-50mm Sigma f2.8, and I didn't use the 17-50 zoom. I only used the 70-200 on my backup body and the Nifty 50. And finally, well, kind of finally, I used this Canon Flash 600EX2 RT on the Canon R6 Mark II, and as a backup to the Canon Flash I have my old Yongnuo YN565EX as a backup flash, but I didn't need it. The Canon 600EX really performed well, it didn't overheat, and I just used this flash with the portraits, and when the light was really dark in some of the side rooms to the theatre where the breakout workshops were, and this worked really well on TTL with the diffuser, and sometimes I'd bounce it off the wall or the roof, but often I just do it on the people, and the effect was good. It wasn't blown out highlights or anything. The ETTL metering worked with this flash and the R6 Mark II perfectly, so I didn't have to worry about adjusting strength of the flash or anything, which took a lot of the guesswork and the worry out of it. I also took the old gaffer tape as well to tape things down, and I also did some backup videos with my Panasonic and also the Canon R6 to Mark II, just to add a little extra for the client and do a little bit extra. They don't know I made videos. Cat's scratching the pole. So at the end of the day I'll just deliver a package of videos for them as well that they can use for their website too. Okay, well that's what I used for my first event shoot in 4 years. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, it would be great if you did. And if you have subscribed, click that bell notification. And I'll see you guys in the next video.